Okay. Oh, jeez. There's anything else on me? Nope. Alright. Oh, jeez. What is up, guys? I know. Oh, jeez. I don't have my glasses right now because they're at the place. They're getting fixed because they're broke. So, yeah. So, if you haven't seen the title already, basically, I am going to be reading old writings about myself. And basically it's well, all of this is a whole story about me and my life in pre-K or kindergarten. I think it's pre-K. But so I know a teacher named Miss Jones, and what she did was she when I was like three or four, what she would do is when I came to school, she would write a whole bunch of different stories about me in her journal and then type it out. And then after the school year, when I was leaving, she gave all of these copies to my grandmother, and she finally gave it to me. Now I'm going to be reading one about myself because I haven't read all of these. I have read about one or two, but that's it. So let's see which story I will pick from. I think I read this one. I think I read this one. So what are the rest of these? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be reading this one right here. I had to think and see which one I was reading. So, hopefully I read these before I don't want to run out of time, because I have a certain amount of limits that I record for a certain amount of time. So we're already in close to 3 minutes. That's good timing. And by the way, this notebook here is I'm not going to show you yet. Well, not show you at all, because it's a song that I wrote, and it's actually because I write songs and sing them, but this song is actually one of the songs I ever thought it was good, because the rest of the songs that I wrote was trash. And you're wondering why this is here. I'll get into that later if I have time. If not, then I will make sure I do that. It's just a bucket full of jewelry that I have made. Anyway, so let's jump right into the story. Name, Aaliyah. Date, February 18th, 2009. Time, 10:45 a.m. through 12 noon. I really hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to try to speak up a little louder. And the phone is ringing. Sorry, guys. Aaliyah, a four-year-old, got her coat out of her cubby and put it on. She was first in line for the departure to the bus. The teacher asked if she would do a good job at the library, and she said, "Sure." Oh, sure, I'm fine. Aaliyah boarded the bus, took her seat, and buckled her seatbelt. During the ride to the library, she looked out of the window the entire ride. And I still do that for some reason. When I'm going on a real field trip, or when I'm like on the bus at all, even like if it's an HRT bus, school bus, any bus, like even in a car, I'll just stare out the window and daydream all the time because I don't really say anything. Anyway, when entering the library, Aaliyah said the library is a quiet place. She went into the storytime room, took her coat off, and sat on the rug. The storyteller read 3 stories. Aaliyah sat very still and quiet. She kept her eyes on the storyteller and the book. She responded to questions about the story. Rabbit lose tooth. Lose tooth. Rabbits lose tooth. Okay. Such as what did little rabbit eat? After listening to the second book, Aaliyah asked the teacher if she could go to the bathroom. After returning from the bathroom, she sat back in her spot and placed her eye on the storyteller and the book began being read. After the end of the story time, she got up, put her coat on, and lined up to walk back to the bus. So we went to this library just to listen to 3 books and leave. Okay, sure. I guess pre-K wasn't that exciting back then as I thought it was. Okay, by the way, this is now all in the same day. This is February 9th. That's my birthday. This is February 24th, 2009. It's the same year, just a different month. Aaliyah, a 5-year-old, transitioned from circle time. By the way, I was 5. Yes, yeah, I was 5. Yeah. So I probably wasn't in pre-K then. I'm not sure. I just know I was 5. Transitioned from circle time and music and movement to story time. She sat and listened to the story. Clifford loses tooth. What is it with all these people losing teeth? Rabbits, Clifford. Okay. Being read by the teacher. After the story was read, the teachers asked Aaliyah, what was Clifford chewing on when he felt the loose tooth? Aaliyah replied, a bone. The teacher said, Cleo, and who? The teacher says, Cleo and who thought of thought of ways to help Clifford's tooth come out early. Aaliyah says T-bone. Jelani. Yeah, there's my old friends and names in here from people that was in the same class as me. Oh, jeez. Jelena? I'm gonna just say Jelena. Jelena was sitting beside her and he responded, Jelene. That sounds like a girl name, but I don't know because I don't know how to pronounce it. Besides her, he responded to the question and said the same thing. Aaliyah says to him, say something else. I already said that. Savage. Aaliyah transitioned from story time to the table. She makes a letter J collage. She is given several J's made out of different types of material. Aaliyah guessed the J on the A piece of black construction paper and kept saying, this is J, a white J, blue J, hard paper J, and soft paper J. What? What? Okay. I'm a smart kid. I think I'm going to read one more story. So this is, the date is March 23rd, 2009. This is my first time reading this story, and it's my first time reading it to you guys, so we're both listening to what my old teacher used to say about me and what I used to do. So this is just a journal about my life when I was younger in school. So moving on. Aaliyah transitioned from music Aaliyah transitioned from the music and movement to story time. She sat on the rug quietly and attentively. I am not that good at words. She listened to the story on the farm. After the story was read, the teacher asked, what do we call a baby pig? Aaliyah replied, piglet. The teacher asked, what do we call a baby cow and a duck? Aaliyah would say the answer in a loud voice. When the teacher would address other children, oh geez, Aaliyah pouted when teacher asked her to give someone else a chance to answer. She folds her hands across her chest and turns her back to the teacher. Okay. Oh. Wow. Because I didn't want to... I got upset because I didn't want nobody else to answer the question. Okay. The teacher continues to discuss the story. Aaliyah finally turns back around and faces the teacher. Teacher says, "What do the roosters say?" Aaliyah says with the group, "Cock-a-doodle-doo." "Anything else about the story anybody would like to share?" says the teacher. Aaliyah says, "The hen sits on the egg and the chicken comes out." Oh, this is so funny. Oh man. Okay. Well, there is one more story left, and I don't know if I might read it. So, this is, by the way, what time is it? I think I'll have time. Yeah, I'm going to have time. So, March 27, 2009. This is time 9:10 a.m. till 11 a.m. Wow, that's not even a long time. During breakfast, Aaliyah, a 5-year-old, communicates with the children at the table. She says, "I love Barney." I just randomly said I love Barney, which I used to love all the time. Well, the last time I watched Barney was actually this year, like a few months ago. Yeah, I was watching it with my little sister, and it was like this old movie Barney that I used to watch all the time. "I haven't seen Hannah Montana in a long time. I have a race car, and if you pedal it, it can go," says Aaliyah. Aaliyah says to Libby, I remember her, "You know what I got? It's a secret. Turn around and close your eyes." With her hands on her hips, she says, "Lots and lots of listening ears on." What? She says, okay. Aaliyah played a game of alphabet bingo. She was given a bingo card and 8 chips. Aaliyah listened attentively and followed directions. She stayed focused on her bingo card and won the first game. Great, I won the first game. Aaliyah was all smiles and excited, saying, I won. She won a prize. The teacher handed her a prize. She said, "Thank you." Aaliyah removes the cash register from the shelf and takes it to the table in the home living area. She counts the money and register and play store. Aaliyah rings up items in the home living area. For example, fruits and vegetables. Tatrion kept calling Aaliyah's name. Aaliyah said, "Leave me alone twice." What? Leave me alone twice? What? Okay. Okay. She gets out of her chair and goes over to Tatrion play area. Aaliyah attempts to take a toy from him, and the teacher corrects her. Ooh. She goes back to her play area and takes a seat. Aaliyah had the telephone beside the cash register. She picks the phone up and begins dialing numbers. Aaliyah says, "I'm calling the nurse at the children's hospital." Okay. Well, that was the end of this package. I have so much here, like as you can see. Now, yeah. So, please like this video if you want to see more of this, and I will see y'all next time. So, bye.